In the labyrinthine theatre of human ambition, where does the authentic self reside? Is it within the quiet strength of our convictions, or does it flutter precariously on the gilded cage of external validation? We chase whispers of approval, building elaborate castles of self-worth on the shifting sands of another's gaze. But what becomes of us when the architect of our admiration is, in truth, the very predator poised to dismantle our essence, piece by unsuspecting piece? Tonight, we delve into the shadowed dance of flattery and forfeiture, where a single, ill-placed note can shatter more than just a melody, but the very integrity of being. The city, a sprawling, obsidian organism, pulsed with the artificial glow of 1,000 million screens. Perched high above its ceaseless hum, on the fractured gargoyle of a forgotten skyscraper, sat Corvus. Not merely a crow, but a sentinel of the urban twilight, his feathers the sheen of polished jet, his eyes twin chips of ancient obsidian. Today, however, a peculiar treasure glinted in his beak, a perfectly aged, artisanal cheese, stolen with audacious precision from a gourmet delicatessen. It was a rare, forbidden luxury, a taste of the refined world he observed from his concrete throne. Below, amidst the swirling currents of exhaust and artificial light, a shadow detached itself from the alley's embrace. It was Reynard, the city's most notorious manipulator, a creature of silver tongue and predatory grace. His fur, the color of rust and twilight, seemed to absorb the light around him, making his movements almost imperceptible. Reynard's gaze, sharp and analytical, instantly registered Corvus's prize. A slow, almost imperceptible smile curved his muzzle. The game, he mused, had begun. He emerged from the shadows, stepping into the dim glow of a neon sign that flickered open 24/7, painting him in stark, electric hues. Reynard paused, his head cocked, his eyes fixed on the distant, silent crow. His voice, when it came, was a silken whisper, amplified by the city's acoustics, weaving its way up to Corvus's lofty perch. "My heavens," he began, the words dripping with manufactured awe, "what a vision graces this desolate canvas of night! A true titan, a king of the sky, with plumage that shames the very stars." Corvus, accustomed to the city's indifferent cruelty, felt an unfamiliar warmth spread through his cold, avian heart. Kingship. Titan. He had always been just a scavenger, a shadow. This voice, however, imbued him with an unexpected grandeur. He tightened his grip on the cheese, a subtle tremor of pride rippling through his sleek form. Reynard continued, his voice modulating, painting a masterpiece of deception. "And such bearing! The dignity, the undeniable regality in your very posture. One could almost believe." He paused, a masterstroke of theatrical hesitation, that a voice of equal, celestial beauty must lie within. A song to rival the dawn chorus, a melody to quiet the city's roar. If such a voice were to grace these urban canyons, if it were to ascend with the purity of its note, then surely, you, majestic one, would be crowned the uncontested monarch of the nocturnal realm. Corvus's chest swelled. The cheese, a symbol of stolen pleasure, suddenly felt insignificant. He had always been told his call was harsh, grating, a mere cry. But this elegant creature below, this connoisseur of beauty and sound, saw something more. He saw a king, a monarch, a singer of celestial melodies. The word spun a web of intoxicating possibility, obscuring the hard-won reality of his existence. He yearned to validate this grand vision, to prove himself worthy of such an extraordinary pronouncement. The urge became an undeniable impulse, a desperate need to embody the praise. He opened his beak, the precious cheese teetering precariously. A single, triumphant, rasping caw tore through the night. The sound was raw, unmusical, a stark contrast to the elegant words that had preceded it. And as the sound reverberated, the cheese, unable to defy gravity or the sudden opening, plummeted. It fell, a golden meteorite, landing with a soft thud at Reynard's feet. Reynard, without a beat, bent gracefully, his movements fluid as mercury, and picked up the prize. He savored the aroma, a look of profound satisfaction on his face. He looked up at the now empty beak of Corvus, his eyes gleaming with a cold, triumphant intelligence. "Ah, madam," he purred, his voice now devoid of its former sweetness, a razor's edge beneath the velvet. "A voice you undoubtedly possess. A mind, however, appears to be a commodity you are sorely lacking. With a final, dismissive flick of his tail, Reynard melted back into the shadows, leaving Corvus alone, the silence amplifying the echo of his foolish pride, the ghost of a king's crown fading into the harsh reality of an empty beak and a stolen prize. This dark tableau, played out in the unforgiving urban night, is a mirror to the human condition. How often do we, like Corvus, sacrifice our tangible worth, our hard-won victories, for the fleeting vapor of flattery? We are lured by the promise of a grander self, a more regal identity, constructed by the manipulative architect of another's agenda. The desire for external validation becomes a vulnerability, a chink in our psychological armor. True self-worth is not conferred, it is cultivated from within, resistant to the siren calls of superficial praise. The fox's game is an ancient one, preying on our inherent need to be seen, to be adored. It reminds us that discernment is our shield, and authentic self-knowledge our most potent weapon against those who would strip us of our substance, leaving us with only the hollow echo of a foolish performance. The true measure of character lies not in the applause we garner, but in the quiet, unwavering integrity we maintain, even in the absence of an audience. Filiarium invites you to consider, what priceless treasures do you unwittingly hold, and are you guarding them with vigilance, or are you prepared to sing a song of ego for a predator's fleeting compliment? May your voice be for truth, and your wisdom for your own preservation.